But thanks so much. Congressional members and police officers are sounding the alarm on the rise in violent crime across the U.S. And sadly, we are seeing our fair share of that right in Erie.
Yeah, our Washington correspondent Rachel Knapp reports how congressional members are tackling this issue.
Back in December, Elmira investigators responded to a scene following reports of a stabbing and gunshots. When they got there, they found a 35-year-old man with an injury to his neck. He was later pronounced dead. And just last night, Erie police say a 13-year-old boy was shot in the face. Congressional members say there's a rise in violent crime, and it's a nationwide problem.
Over the past 2 years, homicide rates have jumped nearly 40%. Police departments across the country are fighting to contain this increase in violent crime.
The number one priority has to be the reduction of violent crime.
Representatives say members here in Congress disagree with each other, often even vilifying each other. However, when it comes to issues like addressing violent crime, that's when members on both sides of the aisle should come together.
You folks know all about the increase in crime in America. I hear from Iowans all the time about the difficulty of recruiting people to be on the police forces.
Republicans and Democrats both focused on crime today. While Republicans have criticized some Dems for saying we should defund law enforcement agencies, some Democrats are pushing to pass a so-called Victim Act, which they say would fund police departments, giving them more money to hire, train, and retain detectives.
The bill will do three things we should all agree on. Number one, solve more fatal shootings and non-fatal shootings. Number two, getting more shooters off the streets. Number three, getting more help for victims with closure of these dreadful crimes.
Members hope legislation like this will provide relief for staffing and training in our local law enforcement agencies, which in turn will help solve and deter violent crimes. At the Capitol, Rachel Knapp reporting.